Hi and welcome to another lesson from esaudio.net. In this lesson we're going to focus on los condicionales con sí. This is going to be a quick overview to understand when we should use each type of conditional. In future videos we're going to see each of these types of conditionals in detail. Los condicionales con sí. When we use the conditionals, we could be referring either to situations in the present or future, or we could be talking about situations in the past. For the present and future, we have two main types of conditionals. The first one refers to situaciones concretas, but we also have a conditional that refers to situaciones hipotéticas, hypothetical situations. The main difference, well, the first type of conditional is very concrete, very possible and likely to happen if the condition is met. If something happens, something else will happen as well. In the case of hypothetical situations, well, as the name suggests, this is likely to happen, but not as much as the ones in the first group. Well, if I have $1 million, for instance, well, it's hypothetical, it may happen, but it's not likely to happen overnight. That's when we use this second type of conditional. And when we're talking about concrete situations, situaciones concretas, we also have two different types of conditionals. The first one that refers to situations in general, more like facts or routines, things that always happen. And we have a second group, a second type of concrete situations that refers to situaciones específicas, very specific situations. Let's see some examples of all of this. As we said, for situaciones concretas, situations in general and facts and routines, for instance, if I say, si llueve, nos quedamos en casa. If it rains, we stay at home. Si estamos en casa, miramos televisión. If we are at home, we watch TV. When it's hot, we open the windows. Cuando hace calor, abrimos las ventanas. As you can see in these cases, we are seeing situations that always take place. This does not refer to any particular situation, but instead it refers to something that always happens, or in general, this is the case. In contrast, we have situaciones específicas. This definitely refers to a very specific situation. For instance, si llueve esta noche, nos vamos a quedar en casa. If it rains tonight, we are going to stay at home. Si esta noche nos quedamos en casa, vamos a hablar. If we stay at home tonight, we'll talk. Si tienes calor, abre la ventana. So as you can see, the main difference between these two groups is that the first group, situaciones en general, refers to something that is very common on most cases, it happens on most cases, whereas situaciones específicas, well, it refers to something very concrete, something very specific for this particular situation. And another type of situations has to do with situaciones hipotéticas, hypothetical situations, again, referring to present and future. Si tuviera $1 millón, ayudaría a los pobres. If I had $1 million, I would help the poor. That's a very noble goal, however, it's hypothetical. I don't have the $1 million right now, so this is less likely to happen. Parece que va a ser un día fantástico, pero si lloviera, nos quedaríamos en casa. It seems it's going to be a great day, but if it rained, we would stay at home. Again, this may happen, but well, it's not that likely to happen as the situations in the first group, situaciones concretas. So as we can see, to talk about presente and futuro, we really have two main types of conditionals. One for situaciones concretas, one for situaciones hipotéticas, whereas if we talk about the past, we also have another type. We have one type. Si hubiera ido al gimnasio, habría impresionado a esas chicas. If I had gone to the gym, I would have impressed those women or those girls. Si hubieran estudiado con Julio, habrían pasado el examen. If they had studied with Julio, they would have passed the exam. However, well, this didn't happen. These are situations impossible to change. This is the conditional in the past. So in future videos, we're going to study each of these types of conditionals in detail, but the important thing, the message from this lesson is to have this clear, that conditionals could be referring to present and future. For present and future, we have basically situaciones concretas, very concrete situations. If some condition is fulfilled, something else happens or will happen, and some hypothetical situations. Well, if this happened, this other thing would also happen. Less likely to happen, of course, than the first group, and also situations in the past. If I had done this, this other thing would have happened. If this is clear, you are ready to proceed to the first type of conditional.